The passage, God said, "Let the earth put forth grass, herbs yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind, with its seed in it, on the earth, and it was so," is a profound statement within the Genesis creation narrative. This particular verse marks the culmination of the third day, a pivotal moment when God commands the earth to bring forth a diverse array of vegetation. Let's delve into a detailed exploration of the theological, ecological, and symbolic aspects of this passage. The creative utterance. "God said" is a recurring refrain in the Genesis account of creation, emphasizing the divine creative act through speech. The spoken word is not merely a command but a potent force that brings about immediate and intentional changes in the created order. This establishes a theological foundation wherein God's word is the prime agent of creation, showcasing the divine authority and the power of God's creative utterances. Diversity in vegetation. The diversity specified in the command adds intricacy to the emerging ecosystem. The earth is commanded to produce not just generic vegetation but a variety of plant life, grass, herbs yielding seed, and fruit trees. This diversity in plant forms hints at the intricate design and purposeful complexity embedded in the natural world. It lays the foundation for ecological systems, providing sustenance and habitat for various forms of life. Reproductive principle. The command incorporates a reproductive principle, plants bearing fruit with seeds in them. This concept introduces the idea of continuity and sustainability within the created order. The inclusion of seeds ensures that plant life will propagate, symbolizing the cyclical nature of life and growth. This reproductive aspect becomes foundational for the ongoing cycles of life in subsequent stages of creation. Ecological harmony. The command to the earth to put forth vegetation establishes a harmonious balance within the ecosystem. Each type of vegetation has a distinct role: grass covering the ground, herbs yielding seeds for further growth, and fruit trees providing sustenance. This ecological harmony aligns with the overarching theme in Genesis of God creating a world that functions in balance and order. Symbolism of seeds. The mention of seeds holds symbolic significance beyond their literal reproductive function. Seeds are symbolic of potential, growth, and the continuation of life. This imagery is often used metaphorically in religious and philosophical contexts to represent spiritual and intellectual growth, emphasizing the idea that the potential for development and transformation is inherent in the created order. Immediate fulfillment. The statement, "and it was so," reaffirms the immediate and effective realization of God's creative command. This immediacy underscores the omnipotence of God and the reliability of divine promises. It also contrasts with the gradual processes of the natural world, highlighting the supernatural and intentional nature of God's creative acts. Theological significance. In a broader theological context, this passage emphasizes God's role as a purposeful and intentional creator. It underscores the divine plan for the earth, showcasing a meticulous design that encompasses not only the physical aspects of the world but also the ecological relationships and the potential for life to flourish. Theological reflection on creation. Reflecting on this passage prompts theological contemplation on the nature of creation. It invites consideration of the interconnectedness of all living things, the beauty of diversity in the natural world, and the responsibility humans have as stewards of God's creation. The passage sets the stage for humanity's role in tending to and preserving the earth, understanding that the created order is a reflection of God's wisdom and design. Culmination of the third day. This verse marks the completion of the third day of creation, a stage characterized by the separation of waters and the emergence of dry land. The introduction of vegetation represents a significant milestone in the development of the earth, setting the stage for the subsequent creative acts. Integration with subsequent creations. The vegetation created on the third day becomes an integral part of the ecosystem as subsequent stages of creation unfold. It provides the backdrop for the introduction of animals, birds, and eventually humans. The interconnectedness of the created elements showcases the holistic and purposeful nature of God's design. Conclusion. In conclusion, The passage, God said, "Let the earth put forth grass, herbs yielding seed, and fruit trees bearing fruit after their kind, with its seed in it, on the earth, and it was so," is a rich and multifaceted statement within the Genesis creation narrative. It encapsulates theological, ecological, and symbolic dimensions, emphasizing the divine authority, the intricate design of the natural world, and the foundational principles of life and growth. This passage invites profound reflection on the theological significance of creation, the interconnectedness of all living things, and the responsibility of humanity as stewards of God's diverse and purposeful world.